First, the headlines. Government to appoint Mirabai Chanu as additional SP. Judoka Sushila will be promoted to SI from Constable, announces Chief Minister N. Biren. Supreme Court's final hearing on Parliamentary Secretary case postponed till next Tuesday. Weightlifter how to be tested by anti-doping authorities. Silver medalist Chanu stands chance to get medal upgrade. Hello and good evening. You're watching the MAMITv English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. In view of the current COVID situation prevailing in the state and with no significant drop in positive cases, total curfew had been extended with relaxation of essential services and certain activities. A technical committee meeting will be held in this regard today. Tokyo Olympics silver medalist Saiko Mirabai Chanu will be appointed as additional SP, and Olympian judoka Likmabam Sushila will be promoted to sub-inspector of police from constable. The state government will open a weightlifting academy under the guidance of Mirabai Chanu. This was announced by Chief Minister N. Biren during a brief chat with media persons on the sidelines of an inspection visit. Chief Minister N. Biren went on an inspection visit to the 20 KL cryogenic liquid medical oxygen plant being set up at Porompat, currently under construction, and COVID hospital being constructed at Kiamgai. Chief Minister N. Biren said the state is constantly working to improve COVID situation in Manipur and appeal to the people to extend full cooperation. It is unfortunate that many people still do not observe COVID-appropriate behavior, due to which the number of positive cases remains high. Considering this, total curfew will be extended with relaxation of essential services.
Curfew si some tangai fadaba pot khara khak relax tawraga tang sangtoksira madugi akhoi technical committee ngasi evening phanguni ngasi evening phammaga consultative committee phammakanda karamai toksigi habado step loke hojiki leiba train se akhoi komthokpa yadaba oxygen gi si fit tamdaba yadaba aduna masi khoina sanga ge khale si 1000 gi ama janimsa leire ko 1000 kl gi si 2000 kl ni aduna masi sima sangara gadi masi khoina target tawrisi by 31st this 31st is a sangage khale simane ade ukhul da psa mane 200 cylinder per day da hanba ba ukhul da mane senapati da mane chandil da mane sigi ahum sine sigi asobo si mane aduga jenims da covid block da psa ani em.
Responding to questions by the media on matter of disqualification case of 12 MLAs, Chief Minister N. Biren said, process of disqualification is a long one and only the governor has power to make decision on matters related to Parliamentary Secretary.
But today the merit social media bu khanarasu ngangbo ngangasu haibo hairasu merit to be so doing it. Merit means in written. Constitution kari hari case. Constitution na hari si Parliamentary Secretary ka case mari laiba poche. Governor na tana mashida da decision lo buya te. Supreme Court na butaw rasu amana butaw rasu governor de instructor ka neba. Governor na tawdor is based on the report from the Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India the high report si cannot disqualify the bomb thukti and already lakre. Laka and the Hujiki honorable governor Gimagi process, MLA putting the Magi notice had and a cotton and noigi, Hypum Topokari and Magi process to the Buani. The Election Commission they already equipment the other Ugren, qualified to bomb thukti. Election Commission of India is an autonomous body. Adagamo Supreme Court ki President judgment judge mangagi president lai madu governor da director aga amna governor na hin governor da lani ga de governor na MLA mayamdu kau khotana magi explanation tawkini de governor gi order pirani governor gi order pira matung de yaningdra mo high court sakani high court gi do yaningdra nam supreme court sakani so process se documentic leiri habni da
The Chief Minister also inspected the 200-bedded COVID hospitals under construction in Kiamgai of Kairao Assembly constituency. Chief Minister N. Biren also announced Saiko Mirabai Chanu, who won silver at the Tokyo Olympics. An open medal account for India will be given the post of additional SP of Manipur Police. Further, a weightlifting academy under the supervision and guidance of Mirabai will also be set up. Olympian judoka Sushila Chanu Likmabam will be promoted to SI from constable, and the remaining 3 Olympians of Manipur will be given appointment after their respective events are completed.
So the government has decided to reward rupees 1 crore to Mirabai Chanu, who got these silver medals in the weightlifting, and she will be employed here. She will be employed. She will be given the additional SP rank to the state police, additional SP sports. This post will be given to her, and she will be promoted. Susila, that Olympian of the judo, she also will be promoted from constable to SI. She will be promoted from constable to SI. But other 3 participants were not getting their result now. But after seeing that their achievement in the ongoing the Olympic Games, we will decide for them. But one more thing is the state government has decided to establish one world-class weightlifting gym center here in the state. State government has decided that whatever may be the cost might be hardly 5 to 10 crores, but even the world-class weightlifters academy will be open here in Manipur, and the main course will be this Mirabai Chanu.
The COVID hospital with 50 ICU beds constructed at 50-50 share by the state government, and the DRDO is targeted to be completed and inaugurated by August 15. He expressed gratitude to DRDO for its act towards welfare of the people. The rise in positive cases is mainly due to house-to-house COVID testing drive, and there is no reason to panic. The house-to-house COVID testing drive will go a long way in helping save lives in time, Chief Minister N. Biren stated. The Chief Minister said all persons undergoing home isolation will be shifted to Community COVID Care Center for further treatment, and the same has been communicated to local MLAs and clubs. Meals will be provided at the centers through respective DC and CMOs, he added.
First of all, I would like to appreciate the DRDO officials and the workers who were here. Mass testing positive rating hangalakani aduga miyobi life kan badi ekoi khumang saksalani ngangani aduna ekoi ngarang ekoi decision lor kanda covid care centers community covid care center na taba CCC na taba community covid care center haidana community singi yum da home isolation da leibe ado ngarang ai am ngai taba ma discussion nam khaktai discussion indu dai da ekoi gi party magi spokes person ne haimana ngangidu sarkarna home isolation da lai haramina letin legel punge pullu to yum masa legel to lai haramina home isolation da laire akhoina CCC da puge haibada yadre gaina wrong allegation na matawi aina masi mayam da ina haining masi khanadri ngai ngangna dinga da prajana government kari haige mun tabi government haibasi home isolation se toilet separate like ba ka separate like ba adu da di khoi home isolation sheet leibinu toilet bathroom separate leibang amba aduga ka separate leibang amba adum boragadi home isolation si leibiu haibini khoina haibisi.
The judgment to be passed by a division bench of Supreme Court Justice Nageshwara Rao and Justice Aniruddha Bose to decide the fate of 12 MLAs today has been postponed for a week till next Tuesday. In connection with the Office of Profit, MLA Didi Thaisi had submitted a writ petition for disqualification of 12 MLAs of Manipur. The Supreme Court has reserved its judgment and is expected to pronounce its order today. The hearing was continuing as this bulletin goes on air. The MLAs who will be affected by the judgment are BJP MLA of Kurai Assembly Constituency L. Susindro, MLA of Kairao AC BJP L. Rameshwar, MLA of Ketrigao AC BJP N. Indrajit, BJP MLA of Mayang Imphal AC K. Robindro, BJP MLA of Yai School AC TH Satyabratha, BJP MLA of Sekmai AC H. Dingo, BJP MLA of Kanthausam AC Dr. S. Ranjan, Independent MLA of Jiribam AC Ashap Uddin, NPF MLA of Chingai AC Kashim Bashum, NPF MLA of Pungyar AC K. Laishio, NPF MLA of Tamay AC Awangbo Newmai, and resigned BJP MLA Soibam Subachandra of Nauria Pakanglakpa AC. It may be mentioned that soon after formation of BJP government and swearing in on March 15, 2017, the 12 MLAs were appointed as parliamentary secretaries on March 23, 2017. However, on July 26, 2017, the 12 MLAs had resigned after Supreme Court struck down the appointment under the Assam Parliamentary Secretary Appointment Salary and Allowance Miscellaneous Provisions Act 2004 on grounds of it being unconstitutional. China weightlifter Ji Huihao, who bagged gold in the Tokyo Olympics on Saturday, will be tested by anti-doping authorities, and if she fails the test, India's Mirabai Chanu will be awarded gold. Meanwhile, Mirabai Chanu has arrived in Delhi. The test is definitely happening, a source in the Note of Development said. China's Ji Huihao had bagged gold on Saturday with a total of 210 kg and created a new Olympic record. The rules clearly state if an athlete fails the doping test, then the athlete who has won silver will be awarded the gold. Mirabai Chanu had opened India's medals tally on Saturday as she bagged silver in the women's 49 category at Tokyo International Forum. China's Ji Huihao created a new Olympic record, while Indonesia's Windy Cantika Aisha grabbed bronze with a total of 194 kg. Senior lecturer of Manipuri Department at Manipur College for 34 years and selection grade lecturer Professor Laishram Sadananda Singh passed away from a cardiac arrest last evening. Professor Laishram Sadananda was an aficionado of sports, arts and culture, debates and discussion who made huge contributions to the field of academics. He was also a member of Board of Secondary Education Manipur for 3 terms and syndicate member of Manipur University from 1998 to 2000. He also worked for the welfare of the land in association with various socio-cultural as well as peace and friendship organizations. He was also a key founder member of the Senior Citizen. Condolence messages are pouring in for the demise of well-known Manipuri filmmaker Chan Haisnam. Managing Director of MAMITv Ojit Kumar Ilangbam expressed condolences for the sudden demise of Manipuri film producer and director Chan Haisnam. In a condolence message, Ojit Kumar Ilangbam said his death is a great loss for the Manipuri film industry. He added that people must remember his work in Manipuri film. He also expressed grief to the family members. Cine Director Guild Manipur also condoled Chan's demise. In an online condolence program, General Secretary of Cine Director Guild Manipur, Ojit Babu Ning Thaujam, remembered his contribution to the Manipur film industry and expressed great loss for the film fraternity. He also expressed grief for the family members. Epoch Films Production has also condoled Chan's Haisnam sudden death. In a press condolence message, Epoch Films Production said his death is a loss for the Manipuri film industry. They also wish for his peaceful afterlife. Epoch Films Production has condoled the sudden demise of renowned Manipuri filmmaker Chan Haisnam this morning. In a press note, Epoch Films Production said his demise is a great loss for the state film industry. They prayed for his soul to rest in peace. Kickboxing Association of Manipur (KAM) has expressed happiness of the inclusion of kickboxing in Olympics by the International Olympic Committee on July 20. In a press note, the General Secretary of KAM told the players of the state to start preparing for the Olympics from now. The order further said trial selection for Senior National Kickboxing Championship 2021 to be held at Goa from August 26 to 29 will be held on August 1.
International Olympic Committee na Tokyo Olympic Tarik 22 da kickboxing game sisu Olympic game da chananaba ya biba ama lauthok pi khrabni maduna game gi president ama oina ngasi adumba toiman khangba IOC porta ko ki leadership da Wako Federation of India da thank you haiba phongthok nanaba ngasi asigumba tancha silojari bani jikti asha chauna leire haraga magi talent do exercise toraga madu aikoina su national da thorpa kumna international da su changbang amaga medal ke aprokane na ithajai.
Joint Forest Management Committee, JFMC and Superintendent of Police, Imphal West District jointly organized a tree plantation program around New Water Reservoir at Iroishamba at Uripok Kangchup Road. Taking part in the tree plantation, Superintendent of Police, Imphal West District, Dr. S. Ibomcha held the tree plantation program. He assured anyone obstructing such good initiative will be punished. He further said he will instruct the officer in charge of Lamphel to start patrolling in the area to check unwanted incidents.
Thank you once again for the management committee and the president
All Jiribam United Clubs Association Ajuka inspected the COVID vaccination program held across Jiribam district organized by District Administration, Jiribam, and Chief Medical Officer, Jiribam. They also distributed edible items to the public. Speaking at the COVID vaccination program held at Ningthembam, President of Mithai Naha Club, MNC, NG Ashok Kumar, praised District Administration, Jiribam and Ajuka for organizing the vaccination program in the district. He also expressed hope that such programs will be held in other parts of the district. An earthquake with a magnitude of 4.9 Richter scale shook Manipur today at 10:33. According to the National Center for Seismology, the epicenter of the earthquake was reported at 39km Ukhrul of Ukhrul district. However, there have been no reports of property damage or casualties. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Adom gilauda tin taba panbida laina laiba amadi adom loibiriba sanga sing adu anai gyauruklaba matamda karamna ilomi hairiba website asigi kuthangda akhang hei tanagani ahanbada adom gi tin tarba lau natraga mahi marong sing natraga sanga adugi mayek yamna senglaba photo marikhak nambigadabani ani subada Google Pay natraga net banking gi khuthangda ekhogi consultation fee asi thibigadabani aduga fee adu thikre haibagi screenshot natraga transaction ID adu thabirakadabani mathangda adomna thengnabiriba awabasing haibadi tin taba panbida laina laiba amadi sanga da anai yorokpa adu khanbigadabani Mathangda ming laifam isagi chahi lofamgi pakpa chawba loibiriba sanga gi masing amasung mahi marong sing adugi masing na chingba adu form asida menbiraba matungda adomna thengnabiriba awaba adugi maramda yamna kupna haivigadabani aduga photo sing amadi transaction fees thibagi screenshot adu photo hapam asida punna hapchin biraba matungda pau phaunaba yaba number ama hapchin biraga form asi submit button asida nambigadabani Submit tawkraba matungda matam ikan kanadana aikhoigi akhang ahesingna adomna pibirakliba mobile number asida phone tawjaraktuna adomgi awabasing adu kokhanjagani Lomi silinau singna awaba taraklaba matamda ningsing bigadavadi www.elomi.com ni
Welcome back. With 39,361 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, India's tally has reached 3.14 crore as per the ministry data. The death toll reached 4.20 lakh with 416 more fatalities having been reported. The recovery, however, reached 97.35%. India's active caseload currently stands at 4.11 lakh with a rise of 2,977 such cases in the last 24 hours. Active cases at present constitute 1.31% of the total cases of COVID. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has increased to 3.06 crore with 35,968 recoveries registered in 24 hours. The total number of tests done so far in the country reached 45.74 crore. The weekly positivity rate was recorded at 2.31% according to the Health Ministry. India has so far administered 43.51 crore vaccine doses under the nationwide vaccination drive. The government has reached out to the opposition to break the week-long deadlock in Parliament set off by the Pegasus scandal. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi has met Congress Manish Tiwari and Supriya Sule of the Nationalist Congress. Union Home Minister Amit Shah had a lunch meeting with Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla to discuss the situation, sources said. He added that no business has been conducted in the monsoon session of Parliament after the Pegasus spyware scandal erupted on July 18, since the opposition parties have demanded an explanation from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Congress has also sought the resignation of Home Minister Amit Shah over the issue and an investigation against Prime Minister Modi. Even today, Rajya Sabha was adjourned as opposition MPs shouted slogans and held protests at the well of the House. Lok Sabha ran for nearly 30 minutes, taking up some questions during the question hour when Speaker Om Birla adjourned the proceedings till 2 p.m. amid the interruptions and slogan shouting. The health condition of the General Secretary of the Naga Armed Group and SCNIM, TH Muivah, who was admitted to a hospital in Nagaland on Saturday, is stable, the doctors treating him said, adding that the 87-year-old is responding well to the treatments. Mr. Muivah, who has been leading the negotiations with the center after the death of its chairman Isak Chisi Su in 2016, was rushed to the hospital in Dimapur after he had complained of uneasiness. India star paddler Manika Batra bowed out of the women's singles event after losing her round 3 match against Austria Sofia Polkanova at Tokyo Metropolitan Gym Table 1 in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics today. Sofia Polkanova defeated Batra at 4-0 as a match lasted just 27 minutes. Earlier, Sutirha Mukherjee also crashed out of the women's singles event after losing her round 2 match against Portugal's Fuyu. Meanwhile, Achanta Sarat Kamal progressed to round 3 of the men's singles event after defeating Portugal's Tiago Apollonia. Kamal defeated Tiago 4-2 in round 2 of the men's singles event, and the entire match lasted for 48 minutes. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Government to appoint Mirabai Chanu as additional SP. Judoka Sushila will be promoted to SI from Constable, announces Chief Minister N. Biren. Supreme Court's final hearing on Parliamentary Secretary case postponed till next Tuesday. Weightlifter how to be tested by anti-doping authorities. Silver medalist Chanu stands chance to get medal upgrade. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time.